No one to play with? There's always PartyPoker.com where the world plays poker.
You folding?
The top boys are in from the States. Team USA will be a force. They take on Wales, home of the Leak, but also of the Dragon. This is a big one. Sixteen nations are competing against each other on the poker table in the Ultimate Team Tournament. The sides are made up of 2 pro poker players and 1 footballing legend. And each week we play a knockout match that'll see one team progress to the quarterfinals. Last week we said au revoir to the French team, knocked out by the Danes. Captain Gus Hansen was the first to go back to the dressing room, but his team did him proud. Theo Jurgensen picked up the $10,000 and took his team through. Let's have a look at the draw. Germany and Sweden still holding that top spot, and Northern Ireland and Connor Tate against Holland in those quarterfinal matches. Bottom half still getting very interesting, with the Republic of Ireland going to take on Denmark in that battle of the maniacs. And USA, Wales, Canada, Australia, who's to say? But that there's going to be a powerhouse coming through from there. Up tonight, Texas Hold'em was born in the USA, and Captain Mike Sexton is the daddy of all things poker on TV. The American team are here for the title, but a fiery Welsh team stand in their way and won't be scared off by the big boys from across the pond. Dragon spirit from the Welsh and big, bold confidence from the Americans is going to set this match alight. Remember that the winner of this match will take their entire team through to the next stage, and the winning team will play either Canada or Australia in the next round. So let's begin by taking a look at Team USA and how it's going down. Here with 2 leading members of Team USA, Captain Mike Sexton and Kenna James. Mike, you've played in so many poker tournaments, but is it special to be leading Team USA?
It's really special for me. It's quite an honor, honestly, to be on the United States team and come into a competition like this. And, of course, I'm thrilled to have Kenna James with me as my partner because, you know, he's one of the guys who's in leading form, as we say, in the poker world right now. You know, ranked second in the standings and in card player rankings, and certainly he's on a good roll, and I'm honored to be on his team today, and hopefully we can saddle up, ride my horse home here.
Well, Kenny,
we're looking to bring the bacon back.
I mean, you are a man in form, Kenny. You're also one of the great personalities, but does the strategy change in this kind of team event, what you've been used to?
Well, as far as I know, Mike told me the strategy is to win. So, that's the only strategy I know about.
Now, is there extra pressure on Team USA to prove that the USA is the powerhouse of poker?
Well, I don't know. There's extra pressure. I mean, there's always pressure in poker, right? I mean, that's what makes it so exciting. But, I mean, your life, your chips are at stake at every hand. But, you know, it's nice to know that when you're playing for a country, you got somebody to back you up, you know, if you should fall. Somebody else to carry the flag for you, to pick it up should you fall, just like, you know, in the war days, right, when they carried the flag.
We're going to do it.
If the guy fell, the other guy picked it up and carried it home, and that's what we're hoping to do today.
I mean, the great thing is it's going to be an entertaining match. You're up against the Welsh team, who are no slouches themselves. I'm sure you guys have both played with...
Look, I played with Dave Kokoff for a number of years now, and I know how tough this guy is at the poker table, so we know we're going to have our hands full, but we look forward to the challenge.
I'm sure they're going to give as good as they get. Let's have a look at who's on that Welsh team. I'm joined here with two members of the Welsh team, Dave Colclough and Captain Neville Southall. Now, Dave, you've come up against some of these American players before. Are you nervous taking on the big boys?
Yeah, to be honest, Mike's been a really long-time adversary, shall we say. It must be, I've been playing with Mike now 9 or 10 years. Not a lot of people know, but Mike, just before Mike became big-time famous TV celebrity, he used to travel around on the European tour all the time, so we clashed a lot, you know, maybe 6, 7 years ago.
Neville, you're quite used to getting caps for your nation. Does it feel special when you put on the armband for Wales?
Yeah, it does. I feel sorry for the other two that are playing with me. But no, it should be good fun.
Dave, you have graciously passed the captain's armband over to Neville. Is that because he is such a sporting hero for Wales?
Yeah, and I'm shirking the responsibility. Let's not beat around the bush here.
Like me if you lose, are you?
Well, it's going to be a great match. Let you guys get on the table. Best of luck in there. You at home, let's let you get involved in our competition. The die has been cast. So let's see who is sitting where. Looking at the team formations, Mike Sexton, of course, leading Team USA. Wales will have their hearts on their sleeves. Neville Southall wearing the captain's armband for Wales. And looking at the seating charts, it'll be the footballers on the corners. And look, Mike Sexton with position on the left of Dave Colclough. How will that play out? Titanic matchup between USA and Wales. When the draw was made, this was one everyone was looking forward to. And Mike Sexton versus Dave Colclough, that is going to be one matchup to be excited about. Parkinson, how is the fact that Mike Sexton's on the left of Dave Colclough, how's that going to play out?
Well, I think Mike can play from just about any position. He's one of the best players in the world. He's been one of the best players in the world for a long time, and he's hugely underestimated.
Yeah, I mean, you don't get much of a chance to see Mike Sexton play anymore. Does so much commentating, but here's a man who television poker is like his home, really.
Yeah, and he always loses on TV. he's a guy who's had an awful lot of bad luck on TV, Colclough, but he has improved a little bit of late.
Certainly one of the best players in the world. Other members of this team, Kenneth James, really a man in form, as is Ewan Jones for Wales.
Well, Kenneth James will probably tell you that he is the best player in the world. He's the man in form. He finished second on the Party Poker Cruise, and he also won a $2,500 buy-in event in Commerce in LA last month.
As with all the first round matches, players starting with 100,000 in chips. Those yellow chips worth 1,000 each. The blues are 2,000. The reds are 5. And one thing we've come to expect from this tournament is lots of play because the blinds starting at 1 and 1. Small blind and big blind are the same.
Yeah, this is a wonderful idea that Party Poker brought in here. You know, normally in these tournaments we've been used to seeing the blind starting off at 1-2, but when there's, and then maybe the next level is 2-4. Now it's 1-1, 2-2, which means we're seeing an awful lot more flops. There's an awful lot more flop play, turn play, and it's led to some really exciting poker. You know, rather than some of the slap bang wallop stuff we've been used to seeing before.
Well, very first hand folded around to Mike Sexton, the American captain, behind the button, and with the pocket nines he triples the bet.
Pretty routine move.
Interesting to see what we can expect here from Carlos Bocanegra.
Well, it's a bit tricky with Carlos because Carlos said he's a little bit nervous because we were left hanging around for a while before the start of this heat. So Carlos said that his inexperience was maybe
The chip leader wants today.
putting him under a little bit of pressure. But I'm sure he'll settle down.
Well, he's had some poker experience. He is from California, but Mike Sexton taking that first pot. Wales versus Team USA. The red and the red, white and blue. The two footballers, Neville Southall and Carlos Bocanegra, will have their work cut out for them. Because there's some power in this punch. Mike Sexton leading the Team USA, and of course, Colclough and Jones, no schlubs themselves.